Alright folks, let's go ahead and get started. I'm your Navy, and welcome to another episode of Star Technology, where we're going to see just how far the rabbit hole goes. We need to make an elite circuit assembler. I don't even think we made the EV one. We're just going to jump. Well, I must have made the oh, no, we made a bunch of EV ones. Right, they're in here. I don't know where we're going to put it, but this room is fun now. I don't know if you think it's fun, but I think it's hilarious. Okay, so we've got the IV assembler. So if we need the IV assembler for stuff, and I think we must at some point. Oh man, I am. This is oh my. So I need to set up all the emitters to be automated too. It's a list. So what I'm seeing is we want to make the elite circuit assembler. We need the IV emitter. To make the IV emitter, we need a quantum star. To get a quantum star, we need to have this. See, this part's fine. We need to make another star. Another star is an implosion compressor with impure. Another star and industrial TNT. Actually, any TNT will make industrial, because why not? To make the impure nether star, we need these guys, but we need an IV forming press. So we need, and remember that we're doing all this so that we can make these solar panel 5s. We haven't really tapped the limits of the power yet. We're at 480 without a problem, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But we do need to set up an IV line at some point. I'm trying not to make any of these machines. And that's probably not ideal, but regardless, let's start. What do we need for a elite forming press? That's this one. So we need pistons. Ew. That's all I have to say about that. That's a big pile. I don't like making the pistons. It's not a big deal. But it is going to require... What? Oh. I grabbed the light too. Okay. Just tungsten steel. That's all it is. Okay. I can live with that. And we've got an IV motor, so we'll get 2 of the... Nope, those are EV motors. Okay, let's back up a step. I don't want to make IV motors. That is a whole pile of frustration that we don't want to get into. So let's rearrange this guy here. How do we get this to round robin? Okay. So if you weren't aware, we have... Oh. Well, we have to take this all apart anyways. Okay, so we're getting tungstate dust, which we mix with hydrochloric acid in a chemical bath, and that makes tungsten. That is like the only way to get tungsten. So if I come in here, it's tungstic acid dust, and then the tungstic acid dust we run through the electrolyzer. We get hydrogen and oxygen, and so if we click tungsten, I'm just looking. So thallium tungstate is something we make. Is it? How do we get this? Yeah, it looks like it's something we... Well, I think it's something we make. Lepton coalescing superalloy. See, these all look like things we make. And other than that... Yeah, thallium, tungsten, and oxygen gets this thallium tungstate. Okay. So, that's not an option. I'm just looking because it's so slow. Thallium tungsten. Tungsten trioxide is also something we make. Right, with tungsten and oxygen. We don't get anywhere else. And dragon steel dust is something we make because we want dragon steel. Of course we do. So to get tungsten, centrifuge, tungsten steel, hastelloy, RTM, tungsten carbide, stellite 100, xeron 100, hastelloy C276. None of those are useful, or we can crush the tungsten itself. Yeah, so this has to go better. So if we look at chemical bath, we can make a large chemical bath. Okay, we are way far afield. But, oh, this is all IV stuff too. Okay. Okay. I don't know where to start. It's so ridiculous. Let's start by separating this out a little bit. I can't... Wait, is there... There's no large... Yeah. So if I take the chemical bath 2, there's no large machine. We have to make this one, which looks cool, right? Like, it would be even cooler if it filled with liquid or something, but it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. Let's pull this off. Let's pull this. And there's the tungstate, so we'll grab that. We have a ton of tungstate. Look at all that tungstate we have. Okay, so that's why I don't have any tungsten. I did not even look in here. We have a solution to this. If you've been watching the last couple episodes, you know that the issue is... Yeah, so this is just the assembler. We don't care about that so much. We'll take this one here as well. So all we want to do in this machine is separate it out. We have an EV line, and we'll go ahead and use that. Okay, so chemical bath. Let's break this. I might want it at some point, but for now, it's not very useful. At some point, it seems like it might be a good idea to, you know, like a lot of these lines aren't being used, and I could move this to someplace a little easier to use. But it's fine for now. Okay, chemical bath, right? Yes. You can go there. And into this one, we want hydrochloric acid and tungstate. Yes. Okay. So I can use that. I don't remember. We don't use chemical baths very often. Okay, so you get all the tungstate. I don't even care. This is all backed up. Where is the tungstate even coming from? I think I've got a machine downstairs. Let's go double check that that's working. I have walked by this machine, if this is the one I'm thinking of, a dozen times. And the only reason we're catching up on stone dust, because we need stone dust to make the autoclave, is I made a giant macerator just to crush things down into stone dust. Yeah, okay. Crushed tungstate, manganese, stone dust. Yeah, so this takes the molten tungstate that we're getting from the raw molten ore or whatever it is, and constructs it into a tungstate chunk, and then that tungstate chunk gets crushed. I don't know why. I feel like we could use a pebble reactor or something. But so be it. So we get the crushed tungstate and some manganese. Ooh, who cares? Manganese. We have so much manganese. It was so hard to get the first few ones we needed. And now I'm like tempted to just... In fact, this is set... Oh. Well, now it's set to void. This one is locked, but not set to void. And just double checking. Yeah, so everything here is working fine. It's just the stupid ender... I shouldn't see it. If you made the mod that does ender tanks, I really appreciate it. I love that mod so much. I just am allowed to be frustrated that it doesn't work sometimes. And I'm sure you're just as frustrated. I have no doubts about that. It's like when I do code in front of the class and it doesn't work. Okay, so we're so much tungstate. Good grief. Let's get on it. Okay, I'm on it. Let's go. Where's the tungstate being... Oh, I know. It's over here. I know that this is not necessarily what we were doing, but I do want to just double check. So these are... Yeah, tungstate. Oh my goodness, we have so much tungstate. And that's... I should have noticed something when this one has been running forever. I have noticed that. I just didn't check on it. Okay. So we have tons of tungstate coming in. This is now the slowdown point, is the fact that this has to run at IV. Okay. Oh, no, EV. Oh, I could update these to IV. That's Is this, is the ore? Check. Here, let's do it like this. If I come in somewhere in here, surely I can grab, yeah, tungstate dust. And this is like the only way to get it. I mean, we could smelt tungstate, but obviously that's not the most ideal way. We can centrifuge impure piles. So this whole ore processing thing we do here, other than getting a little helium gas, all of this is basically summarized in these ore processors here, which is neat. So I think they're running these ones. Tungstate, silver. Yeah, so it's the tungstate is literally, you're probably tired of hearing me say tungstate. It doesn't even sound like anything anymore. Like, it sounds like I'm learning Swedish, and one of the words is, oh, nope, I lied. There are 3 places to get it. But Zapolite and Iodargyrite are both from Abydos, which is the planet from Stargate, and we're supposed to be making a Stargate. We don't care about the silver, we don't care about the manganese, we don't care about the lithium, we only care about the tungstate, and it is going gangbusters. I don't have enough to move to the next tier of these, but I might set them up soon anyways. Well, we'll have so much tungsten steel that it won't be a problem. Okay, neither here nor there. Let's run down and check. Okay, so that's running. It's got the other thing, so we need to grab, not in here, in here. I need hydrochloric acid. So we'll grab 2 motors, or 2 modular routers. We'll grab 2 of these senders. Yeah, I think we're going to do it like that. And then I would like to do it in a way that ties it back in, but I don't think we have one. So let's go. Who's making hydrochloric acid? I'm sure I've got somebody. Oh, you know what? I know. This one here is basically always going to have hydrochloric acid. So I accidentally broke the polyvinyl chloride line over on the other machine, and I had put everything away before I realized it. So this is not running. The reason this isn't running is because the ender tank's broken. Same thing. The PTFE is going out because I haven't set it up yet. It's going to be a slow process of swapping everything over. Okay, but why? Oh, and this one's not running because why isn't this one? Because it's out of fluoride. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, so let's find something better. That's ethylene. It's hydrogen. I'd like something that was like always running. In fact, I should probably just make hydrochloric acid again. It just seems like such a silly idea since it's always being produced. All right, well, we'll do it from here for now. And that might come back to bite us. So hydrochloric acid needs a stainless steel drum. We can't use these stainless steel cells, which is my preference, but, you know, whatever. And we grab that, we grab that. Oh, I needed a pipe. That's what I came in here for. So I put the pipe down. Nope, wrong place. Against that, but whatever. And I will fix these guys. Ugh, that's going to be tricksy. I'll do this one up and around. I'll do this one up and around. And then I'll do this one out and around. Yeah, I should have done them all straight up in a line. Oh, I couldn't because this one needs to be IV. Why does this need to be IV? Is this recipe really IV? No. I wonder where I put 2 in there. Wait, maybe this one? I used the chemical line reduction. So that it does have to be IV. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so this is enough if I just push it out. And basically, the pipes are nice because the pipes are always looking for someplace to go. If I just put this right up against here, it doesn't always register that there was a block update. It knows that this is full, but when it pulls things in and out of here, it's not changing the NFT data somehow, I think. Anyways, it wasn't working in my testing, so I'd have to test more, but we'll see. All right, so this one is the empty one. Whitelist, match NBT. And that's going to go back to here, right? Yeah. So that one is set. Yeah. And then this goes in here. And I don't need fluid upgrades if I'm going to pipe in. And then we're going to transfer this as an item, which means that we can get around the 24 block limit for liquid transport, which is ultimately probably ideal all around, because I'm betting that's what the issue is with ender tanks. Is it could even not be a ender tanks issue. It could be where. Oh, I haven't put the other one down yet. Okay, so we have to go mark the other one before we put that one down. Yeah. Where am I going? Over here. Forge has always had a weird relationship with liquids. I'm kind of hoping one of the versions fixes it, but, you know, it's probably not a priority because it works most of the time, and I can't fault that. Okay, so we want the full one, and see, I don't like using the drums because you can't see which one's the full one. I know this was the, you know what, we can look at it, make sure. Yeah, this is the full one. Full one goes there. And then we need another pipe. I'm going to have to go make some more pipes here soon. And I might just make huge ones for funsies. Okay, so you're going to go there and there. And this is the one. Yeah, this one goes here. So this one goes in here. And then we have to run back and swap them out. I do have to put a pump on this one, though. I already had a pump. We don't need a pump on the other one because the GregTech. So these are not GregTech modular routers, which means that it doesn't work quite right. Okay, so this should be running when we come back. And then we have to deal with the outputs. And that's where it gets crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Alright, we're going to the chemical factory. And it should be... Sorry. Right here. Yeah, okay, so... This full hydrochloric acid is going over to that side. That'll work. And in just a moment... Actually, it's not going to come back for a very while. For a while. And then... Right. So let's go back over here. Back up here. And you are running. Awesome. Like I said, I'd like to make the good one, but we need this guy here. And even if we could make this guy, we need the large chemical bath. Even if we made that, we still need the alloy blast smelter to make the waterproof, which we can make this. Why do I keep putting this off? High temperature smelting casing, because I don't have any of that automated. Okay, so you are making tungstic acid and lithium chloride. Is that it? Shouldn't you be making oxygen? Oh, the oxygen goes in the tungstic acid. Well, that's easy then. And honestly, I don't want the lithium chloride. Well, okay, let's look. Let's make sure we can... Okay, let's see. This is where it's like, I don't want that, but maybe, right? So do we want 12 crown 4? I think we do. And the reason they call it 12 crown 4 is because it looks like a crown, and it's got like, you know, like a cartoon king's crown. Yeah, see, we need that stuff, so we will save it. Yeah. So that is a super chest. Ooh, and I'm out of tanks. No! That's not what I wanted. Hold on. Wait. Oh! I already have lithium chloride. Okay. And I'm going to put this in here so we don't have to worry about it like we just did. And that means that I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to process this. There's literally nothing else to do with the tung state except for turn it into tungstic acid. Let's double check that. Nothing here. This is the recipe we're doing. packer. Yeah. So this is a 1-to-1 ratio. We just do it. No reservations. Okay, there is one reservation. That is, we will use this. We will always be using this EV tick. But once again, I think we're okay. Oh, okay. Phew. This is the output for this particular line. And why is it flickering like that? Because, yeah, see, we're fine. We're generally producing more than we're spending, and I don't know how much we're producing. I could count, but I'm not gonna. Because this only uses 960 EU per tick, which is EV, which means I think 512 is... No, 256 is HV? Which one of these guys using? Something over here is running. Let's see what it's using. Oh, I'm hearing this. Or I'm hearing something up there. I don't know. Anyways. There's something using HV. 480. Okay, so 512. Is it really through 2048? What is, this is... Yeah, 2048, because it's 4 FE per EU. Okay, cool. I know I haven't moved on to the next step yet. I just want to kind of give it a second. I will void it, though. It is locked, it is voided, and this one is locked, but not voiding. If we get to 8 million, we're just going to have to suck it up, or switch to the next tier up of items, which is another one. LV field generators. Need to automate those. Okay, we are good there. So let's jump over... Can I... Oh, we want to go over here. Cool. Can I... Nope. Oh, okay. It turns out liquid glowstone is hot enough to burn you. Alright, so the next step is get rid of that. And this is producing oxygen and hydrogen. I don't know if we want to... Well, I have to because I'm out of... Come on now. And now there's no way out. Nope, not like that. Not like that. Like this. No, like this. This one here. Okay. So we need the electrolyzer. This one we could do... We could go big, though. What is tungstic acid? It's an EV recipe already. So we don't gain anything by going for the multi-block. Yeah, we don't gain anything. Although we could put a 4x amp on there and it would go to 2.6 seconds. But to get the tungstic acid dust is already 10.5 seconds. So these are the same length of time. Yeah, okay. So let's just grab this. Bring it over. Went too far. Yep, here we go. And you can't hear me, my big sigh. I don't have a reason for a big sigh. I'm just... Alright, we're good, we're good. And you go in here. This goes right here. And it should start running. Nope. Nope, don't do that. Now it should start running. Okay. Alright, so it just goes. And it should use 7 at a time and give me 1 tungsten and hydrogen and oxygen. I could actually use that hydrogen and oxygen. So I'm gonna... I mean, I'm not really saving it. I'm not really saving it. But I will at least do that. Lock. Void. Lock. Okay. So the tungsten dust goes into a super chest right here. And again, this is the only thing to do with tungstic dust, right? Electrolyzer, and nothing else does anything. And I actually have to check these because some of them are random. Okay, so again, by definition, we just boom, go right there. Now this is where it gets fussy and frustrating, and I don't know entirely what to do with it. Let's go with putting 1024 in here. That will be HV. That's a good... Wait. First. It's locked. Good. Here. We'll put 1,000 in there. We're going to lock it. Now, finally, we get to the point where... And this stops us from being able to get tungsten steel. That's going to need this advanced mixer 3. So we're going to put that... Honestly, it's going to go up and down one. So, yeah, let's do that. Well, I can just do this. Yeah. So we'll put 2 mixers there. One's going to make tungsten steel, and one's going to make tungsten carbide. And then I have to figure out how we're going to get it to round robin, because that's what I really want. Okay, don't need that. I do need this. And I actually have this all set up and ready to go. Mostly set up and ready to go. I just realized I'm missing a piece. No, actually I want to be down here. Nope, over there. Don't mind me. Okay, here's where we want to be. I have you and you set up and ready to go, please. Yes. Okay. So the tungsten just gets cooked. Now, if we were to do this in the electric blast furnace, we could use helium. But all of my liquid transfers have been a pain in the neck. So I actually got rid of them all, except for the ones that are required. Like this one here needs to get swapped over. It has to get swapped over. But I can make it happen. It's gonna get weird. Like Star versus the Forces of Evil or whatever that show is. Okay, so I should already have this set to 1024. I do, and basically what's gonna happen is it's gonna fill up all of this. So it's gonna stock about 6,000, and I did that because I don't want these all running all the time. Yeah, and honestly, I'm probably. Let's go. I am. Let's go grab some blockers for this. Could probably get away with a little less than 5,000. Oh, come on. Why? Oh, it did go. Oh, right. I forgot about that. How long are you going to be? 90 seconds? Good golly. Yeah, we definitely don't want that. Okay. So, in fact, you know what? I think I'm just going to fill up all of this. Well, 90 seconds is a lot. So, that should be about 2,000 in here. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16... So 16 is 1,000, right? It's 64, 128, 256, 512, and 24. Yes. So let's put 2,000 in here, just as a nice round number. Yeah, we'll do it like that. That's fine. Okay. So I've been doing this in a few other places too. Like you can see over here. I finally gave up and was like, you know what? Let's just make a ton of this. In fact, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, go for it. I think it may actually still be catching up from the last time I did that. Yeah. It likes to pull from this one first. Anyways, this is cheap enough. It's 113 seconds at HV, so whatever. Let's go ahead and pull some of these too. Because why not? You know, once the issue isn't having them stocked. In fact, why is that a wood crate? Should really have made that. Well, I probably didn't have enough blocker materials. Okay. I need to go get some vacuum freezer stuff. So let's grab some aluminum. That's stainless steel. And I've been trying to make these in big batches because it's much easier to do that. And we throw 1, 2, 3 in here. We throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that is so much faster than the other one. This one's actually slower. Is it? No. It's fine. Yeah, look at how fast it's going down. But it's 3 stacks, so that's a minute. It's still 20 seconds. Come on, so slow. 20 seconds to do 3 stacks of items. But we do need to take all of these guys, put them in here. And this is already set. This is just a 16 tick process. And that'll be about a minute 15. Because it's going to be 16 ticks times 96. Okay, so I can put these in here. And then that leaves me, yeah, this has been a pretty standard process. It leaves me that one extra. This is just polyethylene that was stuck here from a previous craft. Let's go ahead and toss these here and here with the rest of them. Yeah. And what else do I have? Oh, double zinc plates. What do I don't think we use double zinc for anything. I should really just... Do we use liquid zinc for anything? Xenon and liquid zinc gives us plutonium. I think, in fact, let's see. If we do that to get plutonium, that's the only way. Okay. Does it... Okay, so that's plutonium-239. It doesn't give us the chemical number of those. Okay. And that's a fusion reaction. It's not like you can just shove xenon and zinc together in real life. You have to do that. Now, we're almost done. So, doot. These guys go in here. This gets swapped over to a 6. And this will actually take us a second. So while that's running, it should give us 3 stacks, I think. Let's run over here and snag... I have a vacuum freezer. We need an in and an out. And let's grab an EV energy hatch and an HV energy hatch because I don't remember which one I'm using down there. Then we need a maintenance hatch and an input bus and an output bus, of which I only have the input bus. So we'll have to go snag one of those. Is there anything else we need? I always feel like there should be more, but I don't think that there is. Yeah. Okay. We can actually make it go faster by providing it with some stuff, I think, but it may not be for all recipes. Okay, so last thing we need is that other bus. Right. So you're going to come here, and we'll jump back over. Out. You're done. That was actually much faster than I thought. And I don't need 3 stacks of it, but I will probably, actually down here, probably be doing more of this here soon. If I recall correct, okay, so it is HV, because everything we've been done so far required HV. I am going to just cover that up and pretend like I don't see it. This goes away. So this is just basically exactly like the other one. These ones are going 3 wide because it lined up nicely, and then I'll start again on the other side. How many do I have running? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is only using 1.5 amps, and this will be 1 3/4 when this gets added. So you, and you, and you. Okay, and then the mate. No. Please, sir, don't want to deal with that. All right, you're there, and see, I think it's because I pushed the E button with, I've really been thinking this through. I pushed the E button with my middle finger, but I pushed the B button because you got to reach for it with my pointer finger. And so I think that because my brain is wired to use pointer finger more often. I know you guys are like thrilled, like, please tell me more about your pointer finger obsession. But that's why I keep pushing B, because I know I can get to my inventory that way. And so forth. And I don't have a soft mount. I do have to something, and I think we mentioned this before, but I do run through and check when I'm in an area, just all the machines. I need to upgrade to the next tier of machines. I just haven't gotten there yet. Oh, I didn't bring any wire down. That's fine. Okay, and I don't need this because we're spacing everything out. Okay. We're getting to the payoff. I promise we're getting to the payoff. Okay, this is black steel, nichrome. I'm just making sure one more time that I don't have tungsten going. I have tungsten steel going, but I'm not making any more, so it's not actually running right. That's okay. How do I get out of here? I'm going for a backrooms feel. If you don't feel like this is backrooms, I don't know. Maybe you do more backrooms than I do. I don't do much. I just my kids like a couple of backrooms type games. The tame ones. They, as far as I'm aware, that gets to be a really weird subculture, and I'm like, well, maybe we stay away from these ones. But all right, we need some wire. That's right up here. Yeah, and literally just put that away. Oh, I need to come down here and snag this. We set this all up okay, right? Yeah. Upward, good. So left click. And then we should be good. Oh, we're so close. I promise there's a payoff coming. Okay, so, well, I mean, I think it's a payoff. Maybe you're like, dude, I did that so long ago. And I'll be like, good. I appreciate that you told me that you did this thing so long. But if we're honest, at that point, the conversation is going to turn very much into like Dr. Spatzo and less into anything real. I am reconsidering whether or not these have to be this, but, you know. Okay, this is 15 seconds. I think that's a record. That's 5. This is 4.2. Yeah, I think 15 seconds is a record. So tungsten steel, well, that makes sense because tungsten is heavier than steel. So if you mix the steel with it, you might get a stronger result, but it's going to be lighter, which means it's going to take less time to cool. Tungsten, if you don't know, is one of the, I don't know if it's the heaviest, but it's one of the heaviest. Maybe it's like the heaviest non-radioactive or something. Anyhow, so you got that. Hit it with this ender drawer right there, and it needs a robot arm, not an LV. That would be for nubs. Let me go ahead and put this here. I did lock it. Good. Okay. We'll lock this, and then I'll left click. And where are we going with it? To the part maker. To the part. It's actually right over here. No, it's not. It's right over here. And it's actually way down there. Come to think of it. No, it's right there. I should... Oh. So this one goes up to it, and that one goes down to the floor above, and then the floor I was on is right there. Okay. We have one single last motor to automate, and then we will have automated all the motors we can automate this way. And I have all of the things here, except for this one. Oh ho ho. Now who's Mr. Snappy? All right, these are all HV machines. I can put a point in there. I just got to remember where everything goes. And I can't step on the lava. Okay, so this line behind the thing, 2 back from the wall. Right there. All right. Yep, okay, so let's go. Well, actually, I can do this, at least. Let's see, how does this go? It goes... I need to get some more robot... Actually, I can just get the robot arms now. Those are LV, MV, HV. Oh, I have EV robot arms going. Oh, I didn't even notice that. So if you aren't aware, each robot arm requires 2 motors and a piston, and then another one of the central items. So that's 1, 2, 3, 9. I think it's 9 because it's a motor, which is 1, 2 rods, which is 2, small gear, which is 3, and then 3 plates, which is 6, and then these 2, and then this one. So 9. Did I count that right? Surely I counted that right. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I counted that right. 1, 2, 9, 10. Oh, yeah, there we go. 10, because that's what I've been grabbing. Anyways, so this represents 10 stacks. I didn't lower this either. 20 stacks and 50 stacks. That's 50 stacks of titanium. No wonder I couldn't get the titanium to stay filled enough, and why it never seemed like the EV pistons were full. Let's look and see. How are the motors doing? This has been causing me. Oh, you're okay. Motors are full. Something I did has made the titanium flow. Let's go ahead and turn this back on then. That's HV. Oh, I see. Here it is. All right. Just needs to make 5 more. That's it. And then we've got all of that backed up, and I can work on IV stuff. Actually, I think I have everything. No, I don't have EV pumps yet. It's the pumps that I really don't want to make, so I will automate those, but at a later time. They're not super expensive, I don't think. They're just kind of a pain to set up. Right, so setting this up. We come down, over, down, and then... Oh, I could have gone over right there. Okay. Up and over. Down, over, and down. Yes. And flip, flip. I should probably not be doing it quite like this. But I'm going to be very excited to get IV motors. I mean, we've only made like 2 or 3 IV motors total. So getting this. Okay, so what we've got in here is we've got graphene, neodymium, which makes the centromagnetic stick. What do they call it? Rods. Centromagnetic rod. Graphene is the... what would that be? That must be the... This is a motor. Then... I don't know whether graphene is the... it's got to be the rotor winding. And then tungsten steel is the stator winding. And tungsten is the stator winding, and tungsten steel is the stator spindle. That's got to be the case. Anyhow, yeah. Let me go grab the thing, and we'll make it happen for you. And I'm gonna make lots of mistakes. That's okay. I don't mind. It's been a minute since I set up the first ones of those. I'm very pleased with it too. In case you were like, bro doesn't even know what he's doing. No. I like it. I like how I set it up. Oh, come on. Now I don't know what I'm doing. I like everything I've done here. Yeah, and then once I close this up, oh, you know what? So I had forgotten, and I set up the. I didn't limit that one, but we will set up this. This is already all set up and ready to go. We can make, and this is I also think is funny. We can make any of the tier conveyor modules with LV goods, which is fun. So let's see. I'm gonna let this max out though. In fact, I might even set it to like more than those. I should probably set these to like their max at some point and just let it go to town. Okay, we're putting this guy down right here. Didn't go. It's fine. Okay, nothing exploded. I regularly do get explosions though. Okay, not that one. Okay, let's see if I can remember how this goes. I have the robot arms. Robot arm, and I'm going to do this. I don't normally do it this way, but I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. Robot arm goes in here. And imports. Right? And then it's going to go into the polarizer. But the polarizer needs to be facing that way. Good. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, and then... Is that really the right... It is the correct assembler. Oh, I'm missing one. I can fix it in a little bit, though. Okay, so this guy then is going to put all of these in there. And this guy is going to put all of these in there. Okay. And then the assembler has got the silicone rubber. Good. I guess I should probably pull up IV motor. I've been planning on this for a while. I was going to just do it and then show you guys that I had done it. Oh. You don't need silicone rubber. Are these... I didn't. Oops. Let's go ahead and disconnect it then. And I'm going to go ahead and pull it out, even though it doesn't matter. Don't do whatever I just did. Even though it doesn't matter. Go ahead and do that anyways. Let's go ahead and set this. This. Ah, see, that's the one that I wanted to connect. I must have missed. Okay. And yeah, we'll set these ones too. Okay, so these ones are making all the rods, and all that is costing us is a little bit of overstock in each one of these, and a lot of overstock here. But I've got enough neodymium that I'm okay with that. Tungsten is tungsten wires, right? Tungsten cables, sorry. So we're going to cover those. So this one is going to be here. Transfer all in 4. It's not going to run yet because we've got to give it a signal of 2. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. And it's going to transfer them out. And this one should just run. Let's go see if that works. Wait, let's transfer this first. Yeah. Okay, let's see. If I set you to 2, let's just double check. 2x. Wait, why aren't you... Did I not set this to import? Didn't. Okay, it's running. It's getting 2s. This one is running. You need a 1. No. Use. Assembler. Oh, right. Silicone rubber is okay, but we need one more. So we're going to put this one right here. That's the one I said we were missing. 4, import. And this makes it, every time I come in here, I have to move this guy. Nice. But I don't care. I actually just set this up, so I'm hoping that it performs appropriately. Okay. Why aren't you... Oh, that's not good. That's not what I want. Let's, Oh, I know, because I hit it in the middle. That's what I want. Okay. You got no neodymium. Good. And you should have 4, and you stop. Perfect. Okay. And then this one is the graphene. It just needs to be a wire. So it's going to go in here, and then in here. And then I don't have to worry about it, because this one's already transferring 4. And if I've got 2 items in there, it makes sure that both of them are in. So let's do that. Like that. Export is fine. Import, and then this is importing 4. Perfect. It's not doing anything until I give it a 2, and then it's going crazy. That is really fast, upsettingly fast. Okay, and then lastly, tungsten steel. This is the one that I'm nervous about because tungsten steel is what we use for everything. But tungsten steel can just go right in there. Good. Keep exact. 4. And then import. Okay, and this just runs. Perfect. And this is running. Yes! Okay. Now we come to the payout. I do that. No, I wanted it to go that way so I could see it. And then that'll be the, well, I can just put the output right there. And then we are going to set this. I'm going to set it to 128 just to start. And I know that 128 is a lot, but we're only going to get one every 90 seconds until I figure out how we're going to upgrade the tungsten production. Yep. Okay. Now, next one is I want a... Actually, let's go ahead and lower this one. Well, you know, let's lower it. Let's lower it because I will be making other things. It doesn't matter. This is the one that I need. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's just go. Let's do. I don't care. Right. So you can go there and then. That many. Okay, you still are locked on IV motors. Good. You are now locked on those. Good. And then I need to... I don't have enough stone bricks, but I'll fill this in with stone bricks. Across here like this. Down like that. Yeah. And let's just go ahead and fill that one in. Yep. Okay. Oh, I have more. I have many more. I know I can do the building gadget for this, but I really hate when I mess up and it messes up like water somewhere. Like if I go that way and accidentally click up there, it'll build it. It'll just... Cool. Okay, and oh. No, I want that because that's the next platform over. Yeah. I don't know why I've got this. It's so I can see what's there, but I built this all the way to the edge, so it doesn't matter. Good job, me. And then I have a whole... Do I have them in here? I have... I don't think so. I have like neon lamps and such forth that I put in here. Yeah, it's just right in the middle. Okay. Not there. No, yeah. It is there. No, it's not. That's where the door goes. And... Nice. Okay. And then just for decoration, I get this one in. And I really don't have those lamps anymore on me, huh? I have some. They just aren't on me. Okay. That'll work. And so if I need to come in and check things, it's a matter of doing that. Yep. Okay. And we're doing this to make the forming press, right? And that means we ran out of tungsten. Okay, so we need to make the IV piston, which means tungsten is our limiter, not tungsten steel, and that's good. We have the IV motor to make 2 of these, and I don't mind making the pistons. I just didn't want to make that. Okay, next step is we want to set this up. I mean, it's all right here, right? So, I mean, I kind of do. What is a IV conveyor gonna cost me? It's a 1x tungsten cable. Ooh. Maybe we don't want to do this. Maybe we do. Yeah, let's go do it. It takes like 2 seconds. And I honestly... yeah, we'll just set it to only have the one, I guess. I know I just put those in there, but, you know, I gotta get in here. That's tungsten, so left click that. And then we'll bring it back here. Next to the... Not the assembler, but the wire mill. Okay, so you get that. And... It's already set. Okay. And you are set to a 1. And then this is already got... Oh, these are the ones that both of them get it. That's what I was thinking of. You already have polyvinyl chloride because... Oh, I set it up way ahead of time. Long ago. And then the question is... Oh, I don't want to eat those motors yet. I don't. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn you off. But I've got all these set up, right? Yeah. So I'll turn you off, but I am going to connect this. Now, this would be really upsetting if I right-clicked here. Oh, see, I only have 4. Which makes sense because I had 8 tungsten, and the tungsten isn't going very fast. I don't... If I put this in there, it's going to pull those 4 out. I'm just going to go ahead and grab them. Yep, okay. And then we need to go grab some tungsten steel, which I can actually do right here. Okay, so shortly, all of these will be done. I need to go make a quick little pit stop at... okay, let's see. It's the motor plus the gear is 1, 2 for the rods, and then 3. So 5. So 10 of tungsten steel. Honestly, I'll just take a stack. I know. I just planned it out way more than I needed to. And if I do the IV forming press. Oh, see, this is the IV, but I need the IV one, right? Yes. So, I mean, I think it's okay. Platinum cables we've got. IV machine holes I don't have. That will be one of the next steps, is IV and LUV machine holes. But that's easy enough to do. We'll jump up here. And I know the episode is going long, but I kind of want to get something done, not just the motors. I like the motors. I have fun doing those motors, much to everybody's chagrin. But I'd like to get a little bit something more done. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab that. We're going to grab that. We'll put 2 tungsten steel in there. I don't care. It's fine. And then I need 2 tungsten steel in here. And then I need 6 tungsten steel in here. And then the question is, do I need tungsten or the tungsten cables? Hey, hey! I have tungsten cables. Do I need 1 or 2? I need 2. I've got 2. Close enough. Okay, and then this will go in... Nope, not this one. In this one, as long as I grab... I moved the stuff, so it might take me a second. Basically, it was going from here... Well, no, it was going from here all the way down to, like, here. So now it only takes up, I guess, 4 spots. I could have made it 1 less, but I didn't. Yep, you're good. Tungsten wire's already up there. This goes in there. And we have that, we have that, we have that, and we have 2 pistons. Nice. I have the cables. I need to make the machine hull, which is going to require 2 more platinum cables. Okay, so now I need... Let's go ahead and do 2 of these. Just so I've got them. See, and these don't bother me hardly at all. We need them for everything, so I will set this up almost certainly by tomorrow. If I put this in here on an 8, put those in there, grab these, and... Okay, we have 2 IV machine holes. And if I grab 4 more platinum cable... See, this part was no big deal. But it would have taken... Oh, I need Yep, that's the thing. And we have it right here. Oh, this one. Okay, there's our elite forming press. Where do we want it? This is going to be a manual thing, at least at the beginning. We are not automating nether stars, so... Oh, this is Ivy. I don't know what to do. Let's see. What does an IV energy converter cost us? Oh. Oh. Yeah. No, let's go with 16. Hey. Come on. There we go. This one. I'm going to go ahead and bookmark it. Shellite wire. Okay, that's an experiment for next time. We will have to make shellite, which is not hard, if I recall correctly. It takes an MV freezer, IV blast furnace, but we can do that upstairs, and we just have to mix together. Oh, look. Okay. In fact, I have. Oh. Wait a second. Do I have a mixer? I had a mixer. Yeah, Advanced Mixer 3. You can go out here. And I'm just going to show you that I've got the shellite. And maybe we'll make it real quick because that's fun. It was signalum dust, which is... I don't remember. But black bronze is right here. How much was it? If I do shellite. This is another one that we need to just sit down and automate. So let's do 2 stacks of that, and signalum is back around the back. Red alloy. Signalum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No! You can go there, I guess. And they go in the mixer. And black bronze. Oh, good. Okay. We're good. Everything's good. Wow. 35 seconds. Okay, so new plan. We are going to put a drawer down. Like so. And it can now put a drawer. And we will put another drawer. No, we will put another drawer on top, like so, with a robot arm. And the signal can go there, like that. Okay, how much do I need? If I'm going to make a 16 amp, it is 8 per 16 wire. And I can actually, energy converter. That's what these are, right? Yeah. Of the IV 1 amp, I can come down to 64. Okay, so we could make a 64. It would take an EV assembler, which we have, and 16 of these. And there is no reason to do this, but we might do it anyways. We'll see how much this gets done before I go. It does beg the question, though. How long is this taking the blast furnace? Oh. That's nothing. 90 seconds? I mean, it's going to be 90 seconds because I don't want to deal with swapping out the helium. But yeah, I'll let this run. It's just going to run. I don't want to do it without you, but at the same token, I'm literally just going to put this down. It's going to go up here because I'm pretty sure, reasonably sure, it won't interfere if I do that. And then, like, once we put this forming press down, I can get rid of this forming press, and I'll just move this assembler down to where the forming press is. And in fact, do I have a mixer? No. In fact, why do I have this mixer? I've got an EV mixer right there. In fact, now that I think of it, what is this shellite require? This doesn't even have one, so it doesn't matter. If I go in here, what is the timing on this? It's still 35 seconds. Because it's only EV. It has to be 1 tier up before it matters. But still, it'll be twice as fast because obviously we've got 2 of them going. Yeah, and then anyway, so like I said, I'm gonna put it up here. You've seen me make the converters before. The only difference this time is it has to go in this machine here. And you can be done. Thank you for your service. Goodbye. Right, and then I will figure out what I'm doing with this guy. Eventually. In fact, this mixer might have to go into service elsewhere. Anyways, I'm rambling now. I appreciate you for hanging out with me, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flippity flop.